Have you ever really stopped to think about all the invisible things that kind of shape who we are? Today, we're going to talk about something really powerful, that deep connection between the world around you and the world inside you. So let's dive right in.
So, have you ever felt like that? I mean, you're putting in all the work, you've got the drive, but you just feel stuck, you know? Like you're on a treadmill, just running and running, but getting absolutely nowhere. If that sounds familiar at all, trust me, you are not alone. A lot of times when we struggle, we look inside ourselves, right? We blame our habits or our willpower, maybe our motivation. But what if the biggest thing holding you back isn't inside you at all? What if it's the very environment you're living day in and day out? Just think about it for a second. Your environment, everything from that messy desk to your crowded inbox to the people you grab lunch with, it's constantly sending you little signals. It's kind of silently writing the script for how you think and feel and act. It's like an invisible blueprint for your life. But here is the really exciting part. You're the architect. You're not just stuck with the blueprint you've been given. You absolutely have the power to pick up the tools and start redesigning your environment to build the life you actually want. So, how do we actually do that? Well, we're going to walk through 5 really powerful, intentional changes you can start making like today. These are real, practical steps to turn your environment from something that holds you back into something that pushes you forward. Okay, first things first, let's start with the most obvious thing, your physical space. This is where the whole redesign kicks off because what you see every single day has a huge, direct impact on how you feel. And just look at the difference here. A cluttered space isn't just messy. It's a source of this constant low-level stress. And why is that? Well, it's because your brain is trying to process everything it sees. Clutter is kind of like having dozens of browser tabs open in your mind. It just drains your mental energy and makes even simple choices feel hard. But a clear, organized space, that gives your mind room to breathe. It really does foster a sense of calm and focus and purpose. So, if you remember one thing, let it be this. When you tidy up your room, you're not just cleaning. You're actually clearing a path for your thoughts. You are literally making space for focus and clarity to show up in your life. All right, so your environment isn't just about stuff, right? It's also about the people in it. And this is a big one. The energy, the attitudes, the ambitions of the people around you, all of it is contagious. This is so, so true. The conversations you have, the mindsets you're around, they just seep into your own way of thinking. Your social circle is basically a mirror showing you who you are and who you're becoming. The big question is, do you like what you see in that reflection? Curating your circle just means making conscious choices. It means maybe setting some loving boundaries with people who drain your energy, while actively looking for relationships that inspire you and challenge you to be better. It's about finding your tribe, the people who fuel your fire, not the ones who put it out. Okay, so we've talked about your physical world and your social world. Now let's zoom in a little bit. To do your best work and really hit those big goals, you need a space that's designed for deep focus. We're calling this a focus sanctuary. It can be super simple, a corner of your room, a specific desk, even a particular chair. The real key here is its purpose. When you go to this space, you're telling your brain, okay, it's time to focus. It becomes your own personal headquarters for making progress. And I love this idea. You've got to protect this space. Keep it clean, keep it free of distractions, and only use it for that deep, meaningful work that's going to move your life forward. Treat it like it's sacred, because that's where your future is being built, one focused session at a time. All right, on to number 4. And this is a huge one in our modern world, because it's an environment we're in almost all the time. I'm talking about your digital environment, your phone, your social media feeds, that inbox that never seems to end. This can be one of the most cluttered and chaotic spaces we have, and it needs just as much intentional curation as your bedroom does. A digital declutter is really an act of mental self-care. Unfollow the accounts that make you feel bad. Mute the noise. Curate your feed so every time you open it, you see things that inspire you. Take back control of your notifications so that you are using your phone instead of your phone using you. And that brings us to a final step. And honestly, this one might be the most fun and powerful. See, this last step isn't just about removing the negative stuff. It's about proactively adding the positive. What is it that you want to achieve? Who do you want to become? Surround yourself with visible reminders, quotes, images, maybe a vision board, things that pull you toward that future you want. You want to make your own inspiration impossible to ignore. So, as we wrap this up, let's come back to the main idea: empowerment. You're not just living in your environment, you are its architect. The power to design a life that actually supports your goals, it's been in your hands the whole time.
Let these 3 little ideas be your guide. Start treating your space like a partner in your success, see your social circle as a mirror for your own growth, and protect your focus like your entire future depends on it. Because, in a way, it does.
You have the power to decide what and who you allow into your space, your mind, and your life. Every single choice is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your future. So the only question left is, what will you design? What kind of life are you going to build for yourself, starting right now? If any of this resonated with you and you feel ready to start building a more intentional life, please don't forget to subscribe for more explainers just like this one. Thanks so much for being here.